Hello people, welcome to my channel. This is a video I'll be talking about how furnitures and appliance companies scam Jamaicans out of thousands, millions of dollars for years and nothing have ever come of it. But before I get into that, I'm gonna play a clip of a woman who was saying she bought a fridge from Quartz, and ever since she bought that fridge, it's been giving a lot of problem. She went back to them, going back and forth, and nothing ever come of it. So I'm just gonna play that clip and then we talk about these
Quartz,
companies.
Jamaica, you again? Wanna listen to the lady's story? We don't have to go down.
I may sound a bit distressed with my voice, and that's because I am. I bought this fridge from Quartz on March 5th of this year for $320,000 cash. Never started using the fridge until May 18th. This is proof not even the plumbing work has been done. I had an existing fridge, so I basically used that fridge until May 18th. I decided to start using this one. 2 days after plugging in the fridge, I realized there was a loud noise. So I videotaped it. The sound may come up during this video or not because it's not consistent. However, I sent the video to the sales rep and explained to her what was happening 2 days after plugging in the fridge, because that's all I did. I did absolutely nothing else. All I did was plug in the fridge, and then there was this loud noise. I videotaped it and I sent it to the sales rep and explained to her what was happening. She said she would have reported it to Quartz, which she did on May 20th. She said a technician would have been sent, and that technician didn't come and check the fridge until May 31st. When the technician came, they said the fridge needed a replacement part, which is an evaporator motor. I told the man I was not interested in that because I purchased a brand new fridge. So I spoke with the manager, and he said there was no guarantee it would be replaced, even though it's a brand new fridge. So now I'm here stuck with this fridge. I've heard nothing further from the branch manager. A technician called me yesterday from contracted by Quartz, saying that she has a couple masters and she lectures and she sits in Quartz, and basically I have no right as a consumer, and the seller, which is Quartz, has more rights than me. So if this is the state in this country, then we're in for some serious trouble, because that simply means that consumers has no rights, and we should take whatever that comes to us from whomever we are doing business with. I am extremely disappointed. I am distressed. I cannot put anything inside my fridge because I'm not sure of the situation, what Quartz intends to do. At this point, I do not even need a replacement. I need back my money from Quartz. And that definitely will be my last purchase. I have nothing further to do with Quartz. I've always been a cash customer, and this is my breaking point. I have nothing further to do with them. That's the fridge.
I'm still waiting on my ice dispenser. 2.5 years now. And I know nobody not saying out to me about it. When I call me about replacement fridge, me fi take a replacement fridge at a lesser cost after me spend almost $500,000 upon this. You no want give me cheap fridge. Is either you no go and give me back my money or come with me dispenser. I may not stop putting up over here, and anybody else that come with them video, I shall put them up too. It's like say everybody glad for take with money, but when time we need to get no form of justice, we can't get it. So we are what? We are not nobody. Only glad they take with good money. I don't know want fix the appliances or replace.
What she's talking about is nothing new. Things like these have been happening for years, and people went to the police, nothing ever come out of it. So the problem is that a lot of Jamaicans tend to have a lot of these companies as saying, I'm the fan of that company, I am the fan of this company. And that is where the problem lies, because these companies think that, because a lot of people choose them to choose that company to shop and buy things from, they think that they own these people. So no matter what they do to these people, these people are going to keep coming back. And that is a problem with Jamaicans. We don't express our rights. We are not exempt. For example, that shop over there is selling things too expensive. But because we like the area, we like the shopping space, because we like a certain things about that shop, we are gonna keep going there instead of trying to find a better alternative to shop. But we are not like that. We are not the type to boycott any company and saying we are not gonna buy from there because the cashier, the employees do not have any manners and we are not gonna shop there. Jamaicans aren't like that. In certain countries like America, England, if a company is very incompetent, people will just move away from that company. There's a stigma that will attach to that company, and people will be warning others about that company and saying, hey, that's not a good place to do business. But Jamaicans don't care about that. For example, again, NCB, a lot of problem is going on over there, people losing their money. A lot of people are still signing up with NCB Bank. What someone who has sense would do, move away from that bank. I don't want to have anything to do with that bank because I am afraid of losing my money. But Jamaicans aren't like that. They will just bypass it and say, well, I use NCB for so. I can grow come see my grandmother, my mother, my grandfather. So me not shop, me not go nowhere else, go to other bank and write or something there. So that's how Jamaicans are. And that is why they end up in so many problems with companies all the time, because they become fans of companies. Like a course I would me shop, I not shop nowhere else but course, Singer I would me shop, I not shop nowhere else but singer, And that's how things went down. So what I'm trying to say is that for years things like this have been happening, and I'm a person that fixes electronics, and a lot of time I saw people coming to me and telling me that they have just bought this, and they went back to the store and the person's there saying that they can't take it back and maybe you do something to it, and we're going to make our expert look at it and see what happened, and if it's a problem with us, then we will decide to take it back or not. And then they take the item from you and you come back the next day and they say, well, we take a look at it and the expert said it's from some power business at your house, maybe some power business at your house, so that has nothing to do with us, so I'm afraid we can't take it back. And that's how things went down, and most of the people are just lost their money like that and nothing come out of it. So the reason why things like this really happens, Jamaica is a third world country, and most of the electronics, furnitures, a majority, just say 95%, if not even 99% of the things the electronics, furnitures, whatever, we get from overseas are refurbished. Things that people were using for years and decide to sell it or trade it in to upgrade or anything like that, and then those refurbished items then shipped to Jamaica for a cheap price, and when the store owners received those items, they sold it for like triple, quadruple the price that they bought it for. So you may go inside one of these stores and you will see refrigerators for like 500, 600, 700, 800,000. And if you check the date on when these refrigerators were manufactured, it's like from 2015, 16, very outdated, and they are selling it for a very high price tag. So if something happened to that refrigerator, they can't send it back to the manufacturer because they probably don't have any parts for it, or it's too outdated. The warranty that the previous owner had and it expired a long time ago. So they can't send it back. It can't be sent back because most of them are actually refurbished. Overused product being sold back at a manufactured price. And that's how Jamaican stores manipulate Jamaicans for years. For example, television. You will go inside one of these stores and you saw a TV for even 500,000, as I'm telling you, 300,000 Jamaican dollars. And then you check the date and that TV have been manufactured in 2013, 14. And in 2024, 2025, even 2030, they will still have that TV on sale and selling it at a high price. And that is how Jamaicans are getting scammed. And when you get those things, in no time it stopped working because it wasn't brand new or even good from the beginning. They were even damaged by the previous owner and then they fix it and then put it back in a box, ship it to Jamaica and sell it at high price. So Jamaicans don't really have anywhere, no alternative to purchase electronics. Because if you purchase it online, when it reaches Jamaica custom, if it is too expensive or too up to date, you will pay a whole lot of money to clear it. And that is intentional. They do that. They make it very expensive and very hard to clear packages with values because they want you to purchase it from the store in Jamaica. They don't want you to purchase a car for $3,000 US, $4,000 US, and then get it into Jamaica for a low cost, and you have a vehicle. They want you to buy those high-priced cars in Jamaica. They don't want you to buy it outside the country because they know it is easier. It is cheaper. It doesn't worth anything. I used to work at a car mart, and someone at the car mart telling me that none of the cars you see in Jamaica are brand new. All of these vehicles are used vehicles. The only way you may see a brand new vehicle and it's that vehicle were released in 2024, 2025, you may get it brand new. But once it says 2016, 18, 2021, those years, the chances it is used vehicle. Majority of the vehicles are used. The mileage on the engine is very high before it even shipped to Jamaica. They just do 1 and 2 work to it and then sell it at a high price. It is not that expensive. Vehicles are cheap. The type of vehicles that Jamaicans are, running down, and it's a third world country to look at it, but most of these vehicles are low budget vehicles, but they sold it at a high cost because they know that the demands for it in a country like Jamaica is very high. So they know they are going to sell a vehicle one way or the other. So they don't really care how much they sold it for. So yeah. I'm going to talk about computers. If we're talking about computers, it is the same. Overpriced computers. And all of them are refurbished. Even phones, second-hand phones, all of them are being refurbished and sold at a high price. And that is what Jamaicans have to go through all the time. And the government, I know people get triggered when we talk about the government. They have a part to play in this. They have the right, they should be protecting their citizens from spending so much money on things that, that are broken. They are the ones who should be protecting the people from wasting money on certain things, because if there's an illegal company running in the country by a citizen, they are going to shut down that company. So why is it when it is a high profile person or a foreign national person, then you're going to say, all right, then, well, That's how it goes. So no one is there to actually make sure that things are okay. If Chinese are selling counterfeit cigarettes in Jamaica, but they don't get arrested for selling counterfeits. The citizens get arrested for doing it. Your business can be shut down if you are selling knockoff clothes as a Jamaican. But Chinese have businesses where they are selling knockoff and they are still operating in Jamaica. So these are the things we should look into. It is the government's fault to be selling things. Most of the knockoff you can find those knockoff online in America. You can't really go into a store and purchase a knockoff. And if that person have to be clear to you that this is a knockoff you are purchasing, because if he sold you that knockoff at an original price, that's gonna be a problem. So that's how a country like America run compared to a small island like Jamaica. But not because we are small, we can do better. And people are losing millions of dollars because of these companies. They don't care about anyone. People are willing to spend their money on things that they need. But these companies are not willing to give the people quality for their money. And that is a sad reality for the country. That is a sad reality. But at the end of the day, people just have to be careful, you know. I remember buying a printer. I think it was sometime early this year. Early this year, I was buying a printer. And I was buying that printer at Royal's Computer. And they told me $11,000. I think it was $11,000 for the printer. Printers are not expensive. The inks are, because you have to constantly purchasing ink all the time. So yeah, I bought the printer, and after they are there, I'm saying, what if I go home and this printer stop working? The girl then look at me and tell me that the warranty for this printer is not with us, it is with HP. So if something happened to the printer should stop working. The warranty is with HP, not with us. So I'm saying, what does that mean? Because I didn't want anything from HP, so I can't bring this printer back to HP to get a replacement or anything, because I didn't buy anything from HP. You, the company that is holding these things, should have warranty or some type of membership, something with HP that you are purchasing electronics from. So if something should happen to one of these things that a customer purchased, then you should take back that item from the customer and give them another one, and then bring back that printer to HP and let them know that someone bought it and it stopped working after a while. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be the consumer, because that is second hand at the moment. You know, you purchase it from HP and you're selling me as a second hand. It wasn't used, but it is second hand. You gave it, I purchased it, and I went home with it. It stopped working, and you're telling to me to go and find the person who make it and give it back to them and tell them that it stopped working. It doesn't work like that. I purchased it from you. Unless the printer was not bought from HP, it was purchased as a used printer that is refurbished and then being sold to me. Or you purchase it from another company, from another retailer. You purchase it from another retailer and then sold it back to me. But you can't bring it back to that retailer, because you probably purchased it for, it's been a long time since you have purchased it, and then you can't return it. So you don't want to pay me back my money. You wouldn't want to pay me back my money, so you're letting me know that I should bring it back to the manufacturers because it's them make it. That's not how it works. In which I still purchase the printer, and I'm saying I'm hoping and praying that this printer doesn't stop working because oh my god. But that's how it is in Jamaica. If you find this video informative, just please consider leaving a like, subscribe, share the video, and see you in the next one. I'm gonna have another video coming up. I'm gonna discuss a very important matter about politics. A lot of people been saying certain things like a lot of people don't really understand about how economies work, how politics work. They just like a party, like a specific politician, and that's it for them. But if I should ask a lot of people, when the Jamaican dollar take a massive dip and never return, a lot of them can't even tell you when or which prime minister was in power when that happened. A lot of them can't even tell you that, but yet still, they are the one who is following up politics every single day. So I'm gonna have a video on that one about Jamaican dollar, which prime minister, and the decision that makes the Jamaican dollar in the current state that it is in right now. And I don't speak from political perspective, as in a party perspective. I speak facts. I don't care about politicians. I care about Jamaica and Jamaicans. I don't care about politicians. So I'll be making a video on that and giving you legitimate facts, proof, and everything that I'm saying. So please subscribe and see you in the next one.